Thanks a lot. I'm so excited to be here with you today to really talk to you about all of the work that our programs have been able to do since the pandemic began back in March. We knew that when the pandemic first hit, that we needed to shift the way that we did our work with families. And so programs really assessed the situation and were able to utilize their resources and the technology that was available to them to stay connected to families and make sure that throughout the pandemic, they would be able to connect with them via telephone, via video conferencing, and finding formats for them to be able to stay together and provide peer support in the form of groups. Our programs were able to provide concrete support to families in the form of PPEs, access to formula and diapers for small children, access to food. We saw that families were dealing with an incredible amount of stress and uncertainty during the pandemic, challenges with them regarding their physical safety and physical health. What would they do with their children who were at home? Making sure that they didn't feel totally isolated, the mental health stresses that were associated with dealing with the pandemic, uncertainties related to employment. So families were dealing with a tremendous amount of stress and pressure. Many of our programs have been able to stay connected with families despite all of the challenges with them being isolated at home. So our home visiting programs were able to complete over 12,000 virtual visits using formats like Facetime and Zoom. Our family centers stay connected with families doing virtual groups with parents so that they could stay connected with one another. Our One Tough Job website saw an uptick in traffic based on the fact that we were able to make sure that all of the most accurate and up-to-date information was on the site, as well as activities that they could do with their children and supports that they could find for themselves as parents. And I'm very excited that right now you'll get to hear from one of our program participants, a young mom from Watertown, as she shares her experience working with our Healthy Families program.